Have you ever looked up at the sun and wondered how we can turn that brilliant light into electricity? It seems like magic, but it's pure science. From vast solar farms stretching across the desert to the panels on your neighbor's roof, solar energy is changing our world. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly how a simple solar panel captures sunlight and uses it to power our lives. So, what exactly is a solar panel? If you look closely, you'll see it's made of a sturdy frame, a protective layer of glass, and underneath, a grid of dark squares. These squares are the solar cells, and they're where the real magic happens. Each cell is a tiny power plant, and together, they form a powerful team. To understand how a solar cell works, we need to talk about its main ingredient, silicon. Silicon is a semiconductor, meaning it's not quite a conductor like copper, nor an insulator like rubber. It's somewhere in between, which makes it perfect for this job. Scientists take pure silicon and add tiny amounts of other elements in a process called doping. One side gets doped to have extra electrons, creating what we call N-type silicon. The other side is doped to have a shortage of electrons, creating empty spots called holes. This is our P-type silicon. When these two types are layered together, an electric field forms right at the boundary, like an invisible slide. This setup is crucial for what comes next. This is where we get to the photovoltaic effect. The sun doesn't just send us light and heat, it showers us with tiny packets of energy called photons. When a photon from the sun strikes a solar cell, it carries just enough energy to knock an electron loose from a silicon atom. This leaves behind a hole where the electron used to be. We now have what's called an electron-hole pair. This happens billions of times a second all across the cell. Now, remember that electric field we talked about? That invisible slide at the junction between the N-type and P-type silicon? As soon as an electron is knocked free, this field immediately springs into action. It pushes the free electron over to the N-type side and nudges the hole over to the P-type side. This separation is key. The N-type side builds up a negative charge with all its extra electrons, and the P-type side builds up a positive charge. If we connect these two sides with a wire, the electrons have a path to travel. They rush from the negative side, through the wire, to the positive side to recombine with the holes. This flow of electrons is exactly what electricity is. Specifically, it's a direct current, or DC. A single solar cell doesn't produce much power on its own, so we need to team them up. Inside a solar panel, dozens of cells are wired together. Connecting them in a series, like a string of holiday lights, adds up their voltage. Connecting these series strings in parallel adds up their current. By combining cells in this way, a single panel can generate a significant amount of electricity, ready to do some work. But there's one more hurdle. The electricity flowing from our panels is DC, but almost everything in our homes, from the lights and the TV to the refrigerator, runs on a different type of electricity, alternating current, or AC. In AC, the electrons rapidly switch direction back and forth. This is where a device called an inverter comes in. The DC electricity from the solar panels flows into the inverter, which acts like a translator. It skillfully chops up the steady flow of DC and transforms it into the oscillating wave of AC electricity that our homes are built to use. Now the journey is almost complete. The freshly converted AC electricity flows from the inverter into your home's main electrical panel. From there, it's distributed through the wiring in your walls to every outlet and light switch. You flip a switch, and a light turns on. You power up your laptop, you make a smoothie, you watch your favorite show. All of this can be powered directly by the sunlight hitting your roof. It's an incredible, seamless process that happens silently, right above your head. But what happens when the sun goes down, or on a really cloudy day? Your house doesn't just shut off. This is where the electrical grid comes into play. Most solar systems are connected to the grid. During the day, when your panels are producing more electricity than your home is using, the extra power doesn't go to waste. It flows backward through your meter and out onto the grid for your neighbors to use. Your utility company usually gives you credit for this. Then, at night, when your panels aren't producing, you simply draw power from the grid just like you always have, using up the credits you earn during the day. This system is called net metering. For those who want even more energy independence, there's another great option, battery storage. Think of it like a rechargeable power bank for your entire house. During the day, any excess solar energy that is used by your home can be stored in a large battery instead of being sent to the grid. Then, when the sun sets, your home automatically starts drawing power from the battery. This means you can run on clean solar energy day and night, and it also provides a reliable backup if the main power grid ever goes down. So, from a photon leaving the sun to a light bulb glowing in your living room, that's the journey of solar power. It is a remarkable process that starts with a tiny silicon cell and scales up to power homes, businesses, and entire communities. By harnessing the clean, abundant energy of the sun, we are not just powering our modern lives, we are building a more sustainable future for everyone. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. See you in the next one.